y'all, and welcome to today's video. I am very happy to be filming this morning because I'm going to share with y'all all of my empties, products that I have completely used up. I have repurchased some of these. I have moved on to other things for some of these other products. But now that I have used all of these things completely up, they're empty, I want to share them with y'all. I actually have several like hair care, skincare, makeup items, all kinds of different things to share with y'all, but I do have a lot of makeup stuff. I don't get to film these empties videos very often because I only have one face, one head of hair, one body that I'm using these products on, and I've kind of let my bin get pretty full of empties, so I'm going to go through and share everything with y'all and give you kind of like quick little reviews on these products. Now, if you're new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today. I have been uploading every single day and I plan to continue to do so. We're starting Vlogmas early. I've been uploading 7 videos a week for a while now, but all that being said, let's jump into it. Let's start with some foundations, shall we? Because I've actually emptied out a couple of foundations. The first one being my Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This is the shade Aruba Medium 6. This foundation I really love. This Nars Soft Matte, specifically in the shade Aruba, I think works so well for those of us with an olive undertone, especially when I'm like a little more on the tan side. This shade works so great for me. But I will say I have this foundation. Again, I never run out of this. I can't let myself run out of this because it's such a favorite for me. This, okay, it's soft matte, and that's exactly what it is. Now, for reference, if you're new here, hey, I am 35. I have oily skin, and I do live in a humid place. So this foundation is a medium buildable coverage. Very easy to get full coverage with this. If you just put on one, what I would say is like a normal layer of foundation, you'll get a very good medium coverage, and then you can go in with a little bit more and you can just build it up in those places where you want more coverage. But it has not a flat matte finish, but a soft matte finish. I don't know that you would like this if you have dry skin, because I do think it may be a bit too matte for you. But for me, I'm somebody, I need my foundation to wear a long time. The Nars Soft Matte is so incredible at lasting on me. I actually have several of these. I have this shade Aruba. I have a shade for when I'm even more tan. I have a shade for when I'm at my lightest. Listen, I'll mix them. I love it. This is the foundation that I never let it be out of my collection because it's like a staple go-to. And I could say the same thing about the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. Again, long wear foundation. All the reasons I love this, I love the Too Faced just for the same reasons. I'm actually wearing the Too Faced today. I'm wearing my winter shade. And it stays. Both of these foundations, again, I'm coming at this from the perspective of someone with oily skin. And again, I do live in Mississippi. It's very humid here, like always. So both of these foundations can last on my skin for long periods of time. You know, 16 plus hours of wear. These foundations will not break apart. And when my oil does start to come through, they don't come through in a way that breaks the foundation up and makes it look rough. They come through in a way where my skin just looks glowy and hydrated and not like, oh my gosh, I need to go wash my face. And yeah, I already bought another one of these. This is another one. I have my summer shade and I have my winter shade in this one because they just always work for me. Okay, I also have some powders that I have emptied, and I have my Sigma Soft Focus Setting Powder. This is in the shade Buttermilk. I love this powder. This is such a beautiful setting powder. I love using this to set kind of under my eyes, my T-zone. I like to use like a powder puff and really press this into my skin, and it doesn't give me a flat powdery finish. I think if you know makeup, you know that look of like powder on top of the skin where it doesn't sink in, and it can almost kind of emphasize texture in some places, because even on oily skin, the wrong powder can definitely make you just look a little dry and cakey. And I think sometimes we just throw around cakey, but what I mean when I say that is like thick, like when you frost a cake, right? You know it has frosting on it, you can see it, and it just, the frosting sits on top of the cake, the powder sits on top of the skin. Not so with this powder. All powders are not created equally, and this one's called Soft Focus Setting Powder. That's the perfect name for it, because it doesn't mattify in a way where I look flat, but it does mattify. It kind of, listen, when you have pores and things and you press powder in, it does soften the look of your pores. At least for me it does. It kind of blurs, not in a filter sort of way, not like if you're going to TikTok and playing with these skin smoothing filters. Those are all fun, but this is just a very subtle, beautiful look to the skin. Again, just not that flat, harsh look. My oils don't break it apart, and it just looks very like ethereal on the skin. I don't know how else to describe it. It just makes me look like, okay, I like the way my skin looks today when I use this powder. It doesn't settle weird into any fine lines. Again, I am 35, so I do have some little lines and little crinkles in here when I set. I want that powder not to settle weird in any places, and I've really enjoyed this. I'm already using my next one, and the other powder I have to share with y'all is this one from Dior. This is just the Powder No Powder. I love this powder, and I really, it's a pretty hard pressed powder, but what I really like to do is just take a large brush and swirl in here and just use this powder to kind of finish off my makeup. Not to necessarily like set in here or anything, but just to kind of buff around the rest of the face, set all of this down, maybe where I don't get as oily, but of course I do need powder because again, I have oily skin, but I do definitely get more oily here and less here. So I will take this powder and just kind of finish everything off, and it just is very like smoothing and beautiful. It's glowy, but in a non-shimmer way. It's matte, but in a not a flat matte way. Just very beautiful on the skin. Now, I did repurchase this. So far, everything I'm talking about, I already have, like, I'm ready to go. I'm not going to be without these things. I went to repurchase this, and I did not find it on the Sephora site, which was weird. And it wasn't like I just didn't find my shade. I didn't find this powder at all. That makes me very nervous. I really hope Dior is not discontinuing this powder because it is such a good powder. But I did find it on the Dior site. I did buy it there. I will link it down below. I'll link everything that I talk about. I will try to link it down below unless it's a product that I say I like hate. And then of course I won't link it for y'all because I want to spare y'all the pain. But this, I'll link this and everything I like down below. And I could only find this on the Dior site. So I really hope that they're not discontinuing it. I hope if anything, maybe they're just going to redo the packaging or something like that, because I'll be very sad if I can't get my hands on this powder anymore. I have other finishing powders I like, of course I do, but I also really like variety in my makeup, and I reach for this one a lot. Okay, I also have here this City Beauty InvisiCrepe Body Balm. So this is like a body lotion, but it has niacinamide in it. My skin loves niacinamide and some other ingredients. Now, City Beauty actually sent me this. Tried it, loved it. They sent me another one, and I did do a sponsored video with this. If you watched that video, you'll know. I love this. I already have another one I've been using. So this, I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th jar now. It's the thing that I really like about this, aside from that it's moisturizing and it does have skin loving ingredients, is, like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it because it's important. I have oily skin, and sometimes moisturizers can just feel like they don't sink into the skin, even on parts of my body, or it can take me forever to rub a body lotion in. But this, I can apply it quickly. It sinks into the skin. It leaves me feeling hydrated, you know, on my legs and arms without feeling like I just have this film on top of my skin. You know, have you ever put on like body lotion or skincare or something and you immediately want to like wash your face or get back in the shower? I definitely know that feeling, and this, it just feels very luxurious. I feel hydrated without feeling gross, and I love that. Okay, I have been raving about Lunar Beauty lip oils since they launched. I completely used up 2 of these. I used up Dare Me and Expose Me. I love lip oils. I think they're so comfortable on the lips. It's part of like my skincare routine. Get up in the morning, do my skincare, put on a lip oil, let it nourish my lips. I love these. I keep one with me, like one in the car at all times. So I'm not reaching for chapstick. I'm reaching for lip oils. These from Lunar Beauty, I love for several reasons. I mean, basic reasons. I love the packaging. I love the scent. But really, like, I love these because of how they feel on the lips. Just like the Lunar Beauty lip glosses, these have a very water-like feel. So they feel very hydrating without feeling sticky and goopy. I've said it before, I don't want to feel like I rubbed olive oil on my lips. Like, I don't want to feel gross, and some lip oils can do that. These, they smell amazing, they taste amazing, they sit on the lips so beautifully, and there are several lip oils that I like, that I really like. But these, like, if I could only keep one lip oil for the rest of my life, it would be these from Lunar Beauty. I love them so much. I have bought many of these. I want to say the last time I placed an order, I ordered like 3 or 4 extra lip oils because I run through them. Like, I use them and love them. Lashes. I've gone through a lot of lashes. There might even be more in the bin, but this was sitting on top, so I grabbed these. These are all Lilly Lashes. Now, Lilly Lashes are expensive, right? They're expensive, but I bought a pair and I fell in love with them, and I've bought more. Wait, these are Sigma Lashes. I like the Sigma Lashes too. Okay, wait a minute. 2 of these are Sigma Lashes. Love those. 3 of these are Lilly Lashes. Some of these were sent to me from Lilly Lashes. My favorite style from Lilly Lashes is Mykonos. It's dramatic. I love them. They're expensive, but yes, I did buy another pair. I will say these you can wear like 20 times before you have to throw them out. So I do feel like I get my money's worth. And they're great lashes at every price point, but I have to say I love Lilly Lashes. They just look so fluffy and beautiful, and they're very comfortable to wear on the eyes. That's my main thing when it comes to lashes, is I don't like when I have a heavy lash on and I can just feel it all day, and it almost like makes my eyes and head hurt. Not with Lilly Lashes. They're beautiful. You can get dramatic ones, fluffy ones, and they're lightweight, and the band never irritates me, never bothers me, and I just love them. I really love Lilly Lashes. Okay, I've got a couple of brush cleansers here. My Sigma Brush Shampoo Liquid. Love this. I wash my brushes at least once a week, okay? I like clean brushes. I don't like to use dirty brushes. And then I have this Beauty Blender Insta Clean waterless sponge and brush cleansing spray. This is a good like spot treatment. So if you're traveling or something, you don't have time to deep clean your brushes, this could be a really good option for you. Okay, a couple of things with hair. First of all, I have this L'Oreal Magic Root Cover Up. Now, if you follow me on TikTok, you'll know I empty these pretty often. Usually I'll buy this. There's some other brands. Whichever one's on sale is the one I'm gonna buy. My natural hair color is not this dark. It's like a dishwater blonde type of shade. And so when my roots grow in, they're much lighter than the color that I dye my hair. So I like having this because I don't want to be dyeing my roots every 10 days, you know? So I'll just use this and it will cover up the roots until I am ready to dye my hair. I also have the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. This is pricey. I don't like to spend a lot on dry shampoo. This is the one that I've found for me that is worth the high price point, but I don't use it all the time. I save this for when I'm like, okay, when I need that like heavy duty dry shampoo, because when you spray this on, it does go on white, but as soon as you rub it in, it goes translucent. You can't see it anymore. And this is the dry shampoo that I love the most because it makes my hair look the least amount of dirty, less dirty, least dirty, less. Listen, this is the one that works the best for me, my hair, my scalp oils. I know everybody's different and what they like, what they prefer, but for me, I hate spending the money on this, but I love having it. Okay, I have an empty Fenty body sauce. I love this stuff. If you watch my videos, if you saw my last empties video months ago, I had an empty one. I love this stuff. This is like a luminous body tint. Yeah, luminizing body tint is what it says. I really like this. I have said before, and I know people hate me for it, but I have some scars on my hand, my arms, and my neck over here from being in a car accident. And I don't love looking at them. I'll be honest. I don't love looking at them. I just don't love it. It wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun experience to me how I got the scars. And I love using products like the body sauce just to put on. It's just a little bit of a shimmer, a little bit of a luminosity. It has a little bit of a tint to it. It's not like a full coverage body makeup or anything like that. So if that's what you're looking for, this is not the product for you. But it does have a tint. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. And I feel like when I put it on, it just kind of blurs those scars that I have, and I love that. It makes me feel great. I love it. If you have some scars, this is not me telling you that you need to cover them. This is me saying my body, what I like using this. I keep repurchasing it. I have one now. They have tons of different shades, so you can pick one that you think is going to be close to your skin tone if you want something like this. I really, really love my Fenty body sauce, and I keep repurchasing it. It will transfer some. That's one thing I always get questions about. So when I put this on, I won't get dressed for 5 to 10 minutes because I want to give it a minute to kind of set down. You know, I've just put it on. I want to give it time to set down. And then I can put my clothes on, and I don't notice really any transfer or anything, you know. I may like on the inside of my clothes have a little bit that rubbed off, but nothing like, it's not all over my clothes. But I mean, if you're like wearing a bikini and you put this all over and you lay on a white couch later on in the day, yeah, you'll probably get some on that white couch, but it's not like a super easy to transfer type of product. When I get in the shower or the bath at night, when I'm ready to, you know, get clean, I do have to like take a loofah or a rag or something and scrub it off. So I like that. It's not like it's just washing away super duper easily. It's not like if you're walking out to your car and it's raining that it's just gonna wash away in certain parts. It's not like that. And for that reason, I keep repurchasing it. Yes, I already have another one. Okay, I've got a Sigma mascara here. I don't love the Sigma mascara, so I used it up. Done with that one. I have two Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gels. I already have another one. I bought a backup during the Sephora sale. This holds my brows so well. I also really love my Pink Honey Brow Glue. But this is just a little more convenient because you literally just brush it on. This is super, super, super hold. I've been trying out recently the Got2b brow gel. If you missed the video where I talked about that, it's okay. It's nothing like the hold of the Patrick Ta. So yes, I've gone through two and I've already repurchased it because I love it that much. Okay, let's talk about a couple of mascaras. I may have even more. I'm just kind of like pulling out handfuls of stuff and talking about it as we go. But the Melt Super Natural Lash Mascara, this is my favorite mascara of all time. I've been repurchasing it since Melt released it in their Beetlejuice collection, I think 2 years ago now. So yes, I bought another one during the Sephora sale. I also have this Martine Cosmetics Orgasmic mascara. I really like this one too. This one is around the $15 price point, I think. They do have it on the Martine Cosmetics website and it's sold at Beauty Bay. And if you love supporting indie brands like I do, meaning brands that are independently owned, not owned by a parent company, then I really recommend both the Melt one and the Martine Cosmetics one. Okay, Huda Beauty came out with this concealer this year. This is the FauxFilter concealer. I love this. This is a full coverage matte concealer, but it's not get it together, Heather. It doesn't settle weird anywhere. I also have friends that have normal skin, not oily skin, who really like this concealer. It comes in tons of shades, which I love that. And yes, I already have another one. It is full coverage, so if you want to cover something, this concealer has got you, but it's not going to be full coverage in a matte way where it sits on top of the skin. Like, are you sensing a trend with the products I like? I want them to last on my oily skin. I want them to not be too glowy on me. I will say super, super intense hydrating glowy concealers I cannot do. I just can't do it. My face will eat it away. I have a couple of skincare products here from Glow Recipe. So this is the Strawberry Smooth BHA AHA Salicylic Serum for clarifying and retexturizing. I don't know, like, I've been buying this since it came out. I bought another one in that set in my Sephora haul. I am so happy I bought that because this is empty and now I have another one. I use this just about every night. I do use a prescription retinol. I would say I've been taking a break right now from it, but usually I'll try to do that once or twice a week. Right now, I've just been using this every single night, and then I alternate these two every other day. So this is the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum for brightening and evening tone, and then I have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops for the ultimate glow and brightening. So I alternate these. Today I'm wearing the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. Again, my skin loves niacinamide, so I'm wearing this, which means tomorrow I will use vitamin C serum. I don't find the need to use these at the same time, so I just alternate every other day. I'm using one of these. My skin also really likes vitamin C, and I will say I have pretty sensitive skin in terms that, like, my skin will react if it doesn't like something. It can take a lot. Like, I can use AHAs and BHAs every single day. My skin can handle that. But if it doesn't like a product, it will break out. It will break out. It will let me know. It will get red. It will get irritated. And my skin really loves all of these Glow Recipe products. I've got a Milk Hydrogrip setting spray. I really love this one. It does have ingredients that make me feel like it sets down my makeup well to extend the wear of it, while also making my skin feel hydrated and kind of like fusing all the makeup together. So I love that one. I'm looking, I don't have a replacement for that currently. So maybe I need to look and see if they're having a Black Friday sale, because I need to get another one of those actually. And then my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This product, I feel like you either love it or you hate it. I've been buying it since it launched. I have another one. It's my Holy Grail primer. There are several primers that I like that I would rank in like my top 5. But if I could only use one primer for the rest of my life, I would have to go with this one. My oily skin loves it. I feel like it creates a beautiful blank canvas, silk canvas for the face. I have tried the liquid and I just didn't like it as much. I have an empty lip gloss. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Gloss. Now, I know I've got a matte lip on today, but I am a gloss girl. I love lip gloss so much, and these Lawless glosses are so nice. They're so nice. I mean, I have a pretty large makeup collection, so the fact that I used up an entire gloss, that's a big deal. It says forget the filler lip plumping. It's not that burning sensation. It's more of a minty cooling sensation on the lips. Nothing that hurts, nothing that's intense. And this is the shade Daisy Pink. Okay, this I won't spend too much time on because it's discontinued. I don't think you can get this anymore. So you know, it is what it is. It's the Natasha Denona Foundation X Full Coverage Foundation. I think Natasha Denona should come back out with this foundation, but remarket it. Because unless you are 12 with perfect baby skin, this is not full coverage. You put it on completely perfect skin, yes, it's going to look full coverage. But for those of us that have discoloration on our skin, maybe like just, you know, like for those of us who don't have like computer AI generated skin, this is more of a medium coverage, and it has a very beautiful finish. I would say it has a very natural finish, and that it's not overly matte, it's not overly glowy. It wore a long time on my skin. I'm so sad she got rid of this. I really hope she will just repackage it, because I think naming it full coverage really turned a lot of people off. And you know, I know Natasha Denona is a professional makeup artist, so I'm sure when she's applying to celebrities and models who do have amazing skin, it probably was full coverage. But I think to like me and the people that I know in my real life, this is a medium coverage foundation, and I really, really enjoyed it. I have another foundation, y'all. A lot of foundations I've been reaching for. Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation. This is beautiful. This launched this year. I used an entire bottle up since it launched earlier this year, and I did repurchase it. I don't want to be without it. It's a very medium coverage foundation that wears so beautifully. I've never had a foundation from Makeup Forever that I liked this much. I put it on. It's a beautiful medium coverage. It looks very seamless on the skin. Like I can't tell where the foundation begins and ends, and it lasts on me. Listen, if something does not last 12 or more hours on me, it's an automatic no, because I need to be able to do my makeup in the morning and go about my day and not worry about it. I don't really want to touch up with powder. I want it to look good. I don't mind, like even now, I've had my makeup on a few hours. I've been cooking, all kinds of stuff. Like I have some glow coming through my skin. I don't mind it. I don't mind glow coming through, and it comes through in this foundation really beautifully. It doesn't look like, it doesn't break it up. I really like it. I repurchased it. I think it's that good. Okay, I have here the One Size Turn Up the Base Butter Silk Concealer. I like this concealer. I don't think this is for everyone. I think this is for oily skin because it is a full coverage and it does have like this, it has this texture to it that is very liquidy that doesn't make my under eyes feel dry or anything like that, but it does cover everything and it lasts so long on me. So if you have oily skin, I definitely recommend checking out this concealer because it's going to stay all day. I've also really been enjoying the KVD, what is this? Lightweight Full Coverage Concealer. I think this may be the Good Apple Concealer. Okay, so this I have not repurchased. I used to kind of like this one a little bit more, and I still really like it, but I found I just reached for the One Size a bit more. This one is a little more hydrating, so I think that if you've tried the One Size and you think it was just a little too drying on you, I don't think it's drying on me, but I do think the KVD is full coverage, really beautiful on the under eyes, but it is a smidge bit more hydrating than this one, in my opinion. Okay, a couple of more things to talk about real quick. The e.l.f. Stay All Day Blue Light Micro Setting Mist. I liked this okay. It wasn't my absolute favorite. I thought it worked great for wetting my brush for shadow, but I felt like every time I used this, I just didn't love how my makeup was coming together at the end of the day. And it's just like, if I'm using products that I love and I'm having great results, and then I notice when I use this, I'm just not loving as much my makeup as when I use a separate setting spray, then I'm like, okay, I don't want to use this anymore. Like, it's just okay. It's not terrible. It's a fine price point. I didn't love it. I used it up because I was using it to wet shadows. I also have my Hourglass Veil Primer. I love this stuff. I have not repurchased it, but I'm sure I will in the future. I'm just like, you know, I used it up. Let me try to pull in some other primers from my collection, use those, and then I'll see if I want to repurchase. I'm sure I will in the future. It's a very smoothing primer. It's a mineral primer, oil-free, SPF 15. But what this does for me is just kind of smooth everything out, give me a really nice base to start and go in with foundation. I also feel like this helps my makeup last a long time without being like a gripping primer. It's not like a Milk Hydrogrip that makes everything sticky. That's like super, your makeup's not moving. This is more smoothing. It just makes you feel like kind of hydrated, but not in a too much like oily way. No, it just smooths everything out. I've gone through several of these over the years and I'll pick it up again. Okay, the last thing I'll share with you today is this NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. Okay, so there's a NYX High Glass powder that's a highlighter. This is the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. If I can still find it on the NYX site, I will link it down below. I've been using this powder for years. I've actually used it today just as a finishing powder, just like I would the Dior. It's at such a great price point. I hate that they're discontinuing it, but I do think they probably need to rebrand it a little bit because, like I said, in the High Glass line, they have the High Glass Finishing Powder, which is this. It's a glowy finishing powder, and then they have the highlighter. And I know so many people bought the highlighter and tried to use it as a finishing powder, not realizing they bought the wrong thing. And this powder is just so good. Again, like, I feel like it makes me look glowy without looking greasy. All right, y'all, let me share quickly what is on the rest of my face in case you're curious about anything. I am wearing on my eyes the Sigma Beauty Warm Neutrals palette, and then on the lid I put on this Bella Beauty Bar Liquid Chrome Shadow in the shade Anemone. That's on the lid, the sparkle you see. And then I'm wearing the Kiss Lashes and Meredith Duxbury Lash Collab in I Fancy You. I'm wearing my Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette in Nude Venus for blush and highlight. My bronzer is Sigma Single Bronzer, and my lips are Give Beauty Flannel Liquid Lipstick. So that's how I finished up, or that's how I did my makeup today. I hope y'all enjoyed this empties video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. Let me know what products you find yourself always repurchasing. You use it up and you repurchase it, or you repurchase it before you use it up because you really can't be without it. I would love to hear from y'all. Please do subscribe. I'm uploading every day right now. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye!